My favorite thing about life is variety. What I may like, you may not like, or you may like as well. But there is something out there for everybody, and so I want to make a list of my current top five favorite wrestlers. The reason why I say current is because that list changes on a monthly, weekly, yearly basis. At one point, I thought Jeff Hardy was the best thing that happened to wrestling. And it's not to say that these wrestlers fall off. It's just that my style changed. You meet new characters. They get exposed in a different way. And so, with that said, let's jump into my top five. Now, before warned, it's not going to feature a lot of W. Actually, I don't think any WWE guys right now because I don't watch a lot of product. This isn't me hating on WWE. It's just not what I watch. I watch, a lot of independent stuff on YouTube and Ring of Honor. So don't accuse me of being a hater. But anyway, I want to start off with an honorable mention. A guy who, in my opinion, had a breakout performance at Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor, the Beast Mortos. He was known by Black Taurus in AAA and TNA, but man, this guy, he worked different than I've ever seen him before. Um, he's a Mexican luchador. He's a little bit on the shorter side, but he is, a powerhouse. And the match he had with Commander was amazing. Not only was he a great balance to Commander's unreal athleticism, but I mean, some of the stuff he did was just innovative and brutal, especially when he took Commander and damn near threw him out of the ring via the corner. But he threw him on top of the metal connector between the turnbuckle and the ring. Stuff that I hadn't seen before. I really enjoyed his work, so that's an honorable mention. Maybe he will work his way into the top five as time goes on. But that being said, let's get into the proper top five. At number five, we have Brian Cage. Brian Cage is a guy that I first got familiar with in Lucha Underground. He is a big man, but he can do crazy stuff like standing moonsaults. And no matter who he's up against, he plays to their strengths and always puts on a good match with anybody. Um, they haven't really done too much with him in AEW Ring of Honor. He's held a couple of multi-man championships and the FTW championship, which is or is not an official champion, depending on what day it is. But he's always a joy to watch, so that's why Brian Cage is number five right now. Now we go to number four. That is Kyle O'Reilly. Um, he is a character in and out of ring. But the thing I like about him is no matter, even at his goofiest outside of the ring, inside the ring, he's always all action and precision. He makes everything look like it hurts, and he makes every move he does has a purpose. You will not see a cleaner performer hardly than Kyle O'Reilly. And he just keeps getting better despite physical setbacks and battling diabetes, which I can relate to. So Kyle O'Reilly is number four. And then number three is a guy you may or may not have heard of. He joined AEW in the pandemic era. He was training with QT Marshall and Cody Rhodes, and that was the time when they couldn't get a lot of the wrestlers in. And from his first match, the guy stood out. He, he has some height to him. He's quick, dynamic movement, a lot of character. Carly Bravo, former Marine, rapper, and just an all-around character. Made his name on the Indies with the faction Overkill, which featured Ziggy Dice, Danny Jordan, um, a couple other cats who I cannot remember right now. But yeah, he really did a lot of work on the independent scene, and now he's established with his new tag team, the Infantry, with Trish Adora and Sean Dean, and they are Ring of Honor mainstays. And like I said, guys, Quick has a lot of personality that just always projects through the camera, and it's always fun to watch. I'm hoping they'll put out maybe a set of the infantry action figures soon, so I can have them represented in my collection. Now we're getting to the top two, the meat and potatoes, let's say. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna do a last minute audible because it's just how I'm feeling right now. A guy who is always on my top five, Pentagon Jr., Pinto Zero Mello, Neto, Pentagon Dark, whatever you call him. The guy is amazing. Um, great lucha style, technical ability, good power, and he has this era, aura of cool about him. In the way that he moves, and he really emotes, even though he has a mask. He emotes well and connects with the audience, whether he's a good guy, a bad guy, whatever position he's put in, he shines. And when he's a bad guy, he will be brutal. He won't do the high flying stuff that gets all the cheers and the oohs and the ahs. But when he is a good guy, he can be a sympathetic baby face that the audience just, gets behind 100%. Not a lot of guys who can transition like that. And so he's my current number two. And my number one, it has to go to my girl Athena, formerly Ember Moon from the WWE. Ring of Honor. The one knock I will give their product on the Honor Club app is that they do not have a lot of representation from the champions, with the exception being Athena. On Ring of Honor programming, she isn't a top star, she is the top star. And she has taken two people under her wing and really made them stars as well in their own right. Lexi Nair, who, she's beautiful and well spoken, but really had not a lot going on character wise beyond that. But her interactions with Athena really created a character for her. Billy Starks is a talent that was literally a high school student when they broke into the business, and is still very, very young. But since working with Athena, she has become more than just a bubbly high school kid in a wrestling ring. She has added a lot of depth to her character, and her in-ring work has improved as well. Which is going to happen because she is young. But a big part of that is Athena. She is, like I said, she has been carrying the Ring of Honor television since she's been the women's champion, over 600 days as women's champion, which shows that, there's a lot of faith put behind her, and her in-ring work, it's always stellar. It's always amazing. Um, she can work with the most inexperienced wrestlers and make them look great. And when she wants to be brutal, she can be brutal. When she wants to be the cowardly bad guy, she plays into that well as well. And so I'm hoping she gets 900 days. I want to see Athena as a forever Ring of Honor Women's Champion. Make it happen. So that's my top five. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know who are your current top five wrestlers going right now. Let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys soon. Until then, keep watching that wrestling. I am out.